All right, hello there. This is a quick little video to help those of you who need to do the weather maps gizmo. Maybe you didn't get it done and turned in before we left for spring break and ended up not coming back. And it's probably hurting your grades, so here we go. I'm going to help you out. You should get a link from me, or you can find the link on Google Classroom to go to the weather maps gizmo, and you'll go there and launch it. And then depending on your situation, if you can print, I'll also give you the link to print. If you click up here in lesson info, you can find the student exploration sheets there too, but I probably sent you a link to the worksheets for you to open them. That didn't work. Let's try again. There you go. If things don't work, X out, go back, try again. So here's what the worksheets look like. You probably remember them. If you can print them, great. If you want to just answer these questions on a regular piece of paper, you can do that too. Just make sure to clearly write like prior knowledge questions, number one, number two, warm up, number one, number two, number three, activity A, number one, A, B. Just make sure to label them on your piece of paper clearly so I can give you points. And then make sure these parts right here, number three, measure. So on the gizmo, on the thing, you're going to follow the directions and click on, which weather station it says to click on, and get that information there, and make sure that you're also showing different things. This shows you cloud cover. So there's some clouds right there along that warm front. This shows you precipitation. So the pink means that it's mixed ice. The grayish means there's snow, and the yellow and green means that it's rain, kind of in between light and heavy. So just make sure to follow the directions. It says to do things up here in the Get the Gizmo Ready box. Just make sure to do these bullet points on this picture diagram. So make sure you write on there the location of the high pressure system. Make sure you draw arrows showing the wind direction around the pressure system. So you probably should have at least 4 arrows, and also label the wind speed. And so just make sure on each of those diagrams to do each of these bullet points. Each one is worth a point. And so if you don't do them, that's a lot of points that you'll miss. So I wanted to point out to make sure to do those and just read the directions and follow them. For those of you who can't print and want to do it online, I made this Google Slides version. And so most of it, so the typing part's easy. Just there's a little text box, click there. You can highlight to delete that and type in your answer. Let me go back. So it brings back my type here word. There we go. So there should be a text box on every line that you have to write something on, so you can just type it. The pictures is where it's going to be hard on this. So I made some stuff to help. So it says location of the high pressure system. So here's a little H in a circle that, as you would normally label a high pressure system. And so you can just, if you hover over it, do you see the little compass rose triangles come up? If you click, you can drag it in here and put it on the map wherever that high pressure system ends up being. Now, if you click weird, it might do that. If that happens, just click out. Or you can click and pull to drag and select all, and then that might make it easy too. Or you can try to make your own. Same with the arrows, right? It says draw arrows to show the wind directions around the high pressure system. I put 4 arrows on here. You can just click and drag them in wherever they need to go. Just be careful, make sure you're pointing those arrows in the direction that the wind is going. Even though on the gizmo, it might show you where the wind is coming from. Let's see, wind speed direction doesn't say on there. Oh, I have to actually move this. Oh, mobile station, that's what we want. So if I move it around, there's some wind from the west. And so this stem on the first page, it told you that the stem points in the direction that it's coming from. So it's coming from the west, which means it would be going east. So your arrow, let me get rid of this other one. So if I was drawing an arrow on my map, because the stem is facing this way, my arrow, oops, let's go back to here. My arrow would be going, it would be going that way for that location. So just pay attention to that. Read the directions again. That first page explains how this symbol tells you that information. So just if you need to go back and check that again. And then wind speed, I made little text boxes. Again, you can kind of hover over it till those things show up and put it next to the arrows, and then type in the wind speed that you want, whatever it was. You can type it in there. Cool. So I hope that helps. You are welcome, though, if it's hard to click and drag that stuff in there, like I did. You're welcome to do it yourself. You're welcome to click up here. You can click on arrows to draw your own arrows. This makes them thicker so you can see it better. You can change the color of them. This is all up to you. You can also click on scribble. So then you can just draw your own circle and put your own H in there. I recommend playing around with it a little bit. It's kind of cool to figure out how to do stuff like that on here. So that's all up to you, though. Just do your best on these. If you're doing it online, obviously just try your best to do it and get those things put on there. The main thing is down here, you'll show what you learned. So just pay attention to what you're learning on this Gizmo site. If you notice, as I go around the pressure system on the different sides, the wind is coming from different directions. And the strength, you can kind of see those little flags that pop up on the end of the stick show how fast it is. And so that's going to help you answer all those questions. All right, hope that helps. So again, just move through each one. I put stuff here, so like this represents a cold front, so you can move it wherever you need to move it. If you click up here, you can turn it so that it's turned whatever direction it needs to be turned, according to what you're seeing on the Gizmo simulation. So like, for example, here, the warm front is facing this direction. So let me go back and get rid of this. I'm going to go to the next page because that's where the warm front is. So this is going to be my warm front. So since it's facing, oops, hey, there I am. Hi. I don't know why it keeps ending up there. Since it's facing, let's see, this direction. So if I was doing this, I'd put my little low pressure thing. Let me get it so I can move it. I'd put it in about where I see it on the map. Is that close? Yep. Oh yeah, I want to show land so I can see it better too. Cool. And then I'm going to move my warm front so that it's where it was. So I need to turn it so that it's facing that direction and then put it about there. That's pretty good. That's looking a lot like it looks here on my map simulation. So, and then I can just type in the temperatures and move them on each side like it says. So hopefully that helps you get that done. If you need to do it online, if you can't print, or if you don't have paper to do it on. So otherwise you can print it and just do it right there. If you print it, just take pictures of each page when you're done and email them to me. And if you do it on your own paper, same thing. When you're done, take pictures and email them to me. Just make sure they are clearly labeled so I know what part is what part. So like for this page, I would say activity C, number 1. And then I draw this picture and do each of these on that picture. Activity C, number 2, number 3. So just organize it so it's easy to tell. Hope that helps. Thank you very much, and good luck getting that thing done so you can get those points that you might be missing. And we'll see you later. Bye.